Remnants of a former Navy base are being blamed for pollution in the Outer Banks. It's a story we've been following for months here at Wavy News 10. Now the Army Corps of Engineers is announcing they will remove a long pipe from the site that's potentially been leaking oil into the ocean. 10 on your side's Nick Broadway tells us why removing the rest of the site could take a while longer.
It's a complicated process, waiting for funding, waiting for test results, all while oil potentially leaks into the ocean.
This Navy base was put into Buxton at Cape Hatteras way back in the 1950s. It was put into the hands of the Coast Guard in the 80s, dismantled, then turned over to the National Park Service. Despite paperwork showing the feds promised to take the entire base out, decades of erosion reveal it's still there.
Sometimes you see things and a day later that may be covered up with additional sand. So it is truly a complex site, very, very unique situation down here.
Last September, beachgoers reported an oily sheen on the water, smell of petroleum, and surfers coming out with oil on their wetsuits. This stretch of beach has been closed off ever since. Now the Army Corps is announcing it removed a more than 70-foot-long pipe reported to be contaminated with oil.
Savannah District was all in, and we hear the concerns, and if there's contamination in the area, additional sampling will occur, and if it finds to be contaminated, we will remediate.
Corps leaders said they're not actively removing the rest of the foundation, which includes concrete slabs, thick metal cables, and other pipes sticking out of the sand. In order to get funding to remove part of an old defense site, it has to pose an active danger. People at the hearing got a chance to speak directly with the Corps.
This is obviously quite important to us. The paramount issue now is that our community is being polluted. Our people are being poisoned.
Years ago, the Corps says they removed 4,000 tons of contaminated soil and 37 oil tanks. People at the hearing asked the Corps if there are more oil tanks underground. Colonel Ronald Sturgeon says they don't know. They're waiting on test results before removing other parts of the site.
The Army Corps says they expect results from the samples within 10 days of testing. Nick Broadway, 10 on your side.